The Galactic Council Hall was silent. It was the largest room ever built, floating in deep space. Hundreds of alien rulers sat in fear. Some had claws. Some had metal bodies. Some did not even breathe air. But all of them felt the same thing: fear. In the center of the hall, a single screen waited to turn on. Humans. No species in the galaxy caused more terror than humans. Years ago, the galaxy had attacked human colonies. They thought humans were weak. They were wrong. Human fleets had burned star systems. Entire armadas vanished in minutes. Planets fell silent forever. Now, the galaxy was tired of war. That was why they offered peace. The High Speaker of the Council slowly stood up. His voice shook. "Today, we offer peace to humanity," he said. "An end to war. Shared space. No more death." Many rulers nodded. Some whispered prayers. Others watched the screen, hoping the humans would accept. The screen turned on. A human appeared. He was calm, too calm. He wore a dark uniform. His face showed no anger, no joy, only cold focus. His eyes looked straight into the council, as if he could see every ruler hiding behind power and fear. The hall waited. The human leader spoke slowly. "You offer peace," he said, "but peace was once offered to us." The alien rulers froze. "When our worlds burned," the human continued, "you watched. When our children died, you stayed silent." The human leaned forward slightly. "You call this peace," he said. "We call it fear." The screen flickered. Before it went dark, the human said one final sentence. "You should have chosen peace before humanity chose vengeance." The screen turned black. The Galactic Council understood one terrible truth. The war was not over. It was just beginning. The screen went dark, but fear remained. Inside the Galactic Council Hall, no one spoke. The words of the human leader echoed in every mind. Peace had been rejected, not with anger, but with cold certainty. Far away, in human-controlled space, the decision had already been made. Human leaders stood inside a quiet command chamber. The walls showed images of old colonies, broken cities, empty skies, and silent stars. These were not memories. These were warnings. Years ago, when humans first reached the stars, they came with hope. They built homes. They traded. They trusted. Then the galaxy attacked. Alien fleets struck without warning. Human worlds burned. Defense stations failed. Emergency signals went unanswered. The galaxy had watched and done nothing. Humans survived, but they changed. They studied every enemy weapon. They learned alien tactics. They rebuilt stronger ships, faster engines, and smarter weapons. They did not forget. They did not forgive. A human admiral broke the silence. "They think peace erases the past," he said. "It does not. Orders move across human space. Old war systems woke up. Hidden fleets powered on in silence. No loud signals. No threats. Humanity did not rush. That was the most frightening part. Across the galaxy, sensors detected movement. Human ships were leaving their borders, not in large numbers, just enough to be noticed. Alien intelligence officers panicked. Some leaders demanded talks. Others prepared defenses. But humans sent no message. They remembered every world lost, every voice silenced, every chance for a peace that was ignored. Humanity had listened once. Now, it was the galaxy's turn to listen. And this time, humans would not stop. Not until the galaxy understood why peace had come too late. The galaxy began to panic. News of human fleet movement spread faster than light. Trade routes closed. Civilian ships turned back. Space stations powered down their lights to hide. Everywhere, alien leaders asked the same question: where will the humans strike first? No one had the answer. Human ships moved without sound. No warnings. No broadcasts. They followed old star paths once used by destroyed human colonies. To the galaxy, it felt like ghosts returning home. On many worlds, sirens echoed through cities. Families rushed into shelters. Soldiers took positions they knew would not help. Ancient defense systems, untouched for years, were forced online. They were not ready. In the Galactic Council Hall, arguments exploded. Some rulers blamed the past. Others demanded surrender. A few still believed humans could be reasoned with. They were wrong. Human commanders watched from distant space. They saw every panic signal, every rush defense, every mistake made from fear. They waited. That waiting broke the galaxy more than any attack. Scouts reported something worse. Human fleets were not forming a single front. They were spreading, quietly surrounding key systems, cutting escape routes without firing a single shot. Alien generals realized the truth too late. Humans were not coming to destroy everything. They were coming to control the war. A small border world sent a desperate message. We surrender. Please, we accept your peace. The message reached human command. No reply was sent. Instead, human ships moved closer. The silence terrified the galaxy. Because silence meant planning. Because silence meant certainty. Across the stars, ancient empires that had ruled for thousands of years felt something new. Helplessness. Humanity had not attacked yet, but the galaxy already understood the message. Peace was no longer an option. The choice had been made long ago. Now the price was coming. The first attack came without warning. No alarms, no messages, no final chance for peace. Human ships appeared near the Zaran military system, one of the strongest defense zones in the galaxy. The Zaran Empire had once led the attack on human colonies. They believed their shields were unbreakable. They were wrong. Human fleets did not rush forward. They stopped at a safe distance. For a moment, nothing happened. Then space itself seemed to bend. Human weapons activated, silent, precise, and deadly. Energy beams cut through shields like thin glass. Defense platforms vanished in seconds. Zaran ships tried to respond, but their targeting systems failed. Human technology was faster, smarter, cruel in its efficiency. Within minutes, the Zaran defense line collapsed. Their proud fleets burned, drifting as broken metal in space. Human ships did not chase survivors. They did not celebrate. They simply moved forward. Across the galaxy, sensors screamed. Other empires watched the battle in horror. This was not a fair fight. This was control. A human broadcast followed. It was sent to every world. This is not revenge, the calm voice said. This is correction. On Zaran Prime, leaders gathered in panic. They prepared to beg, to surrender, to offer everything. Before they could speak, human ships appeared above their planet. But no city was destroyed. Instead, all military power went dark. Bases shut down. Fleets lost control. Communication lines fell silent. The message was clear. Humanity could destroy them, but chose not to. That choice frightened the galaxy more than total destruction ever could. Human fleets moved on, leaving the Zaran Empire alive, broken, and powerless. The first strike was over, and the galaxy understood something terrifying. This war would not end quickly. Humans were teaching a lesson, one system at a time. The fall of the Zaran Empire changed everything. Across the galaxy, ancient powers watched in silence. Fleets that once ruled the stars pulled back. Borders closed. Fear replaced pride. Some empires surrendered immediately. They sent messages filled with apologies and gifts. Rare resources, technology, promises of loyalty. They begged for peace they had once denied. Humanity did not answer. Other empires chose defiance. They gathered their remaining fleets and prepared for war. They spoke of honor, of fighting to the end. Their courage lasted only minutes. Human fleets struck key systems with perfect timing. Supply lines vanished. Command centers went dark. Whole armadas were trapped without fuel or orders. This was not chaos. This was planning. Inside the Galactic Council Hall, the rulers argued in despair. Old alliances shattered. Accusations turned violent. Some representatives walked out. Others shut themselves away, waiting for the end. A single truth became clear. The galaxy could not win. On one world, an alien mother watched the sky as human ships passed overhead. She held her child close, waiting for fire. None came. The ships moved on. That mercy caused more fear than bombs ever had. Human leaders watched these moments carefully. They remembered Earth cities burning. They remembered how no one had shown mercy then. A final message was prepared. It was sent to every world. You feared us when we fought back. The message said, now you fear us when we stop. The galaxy began to break, not from destruction, but from realization. Humanity was no longer just another species. It was the balance, and balance had teeth. As human fleets took control of key star routes, the remaining empires faced one final choice: accept a new order, or disappear. The war ended without a final battle. That alone shocked the galaxy. Human fleets held the major star routes. Trade, travel, and communication all passed through human-controlled space. No empire could move without being seen. No fleet could gather without permission. The Galactic Council met one last time. This time, there was no shouting, no pride, only quiet acceptance. A human representative appeared on the great screen. Not a soldier, not an admiral, just a calm figure, standing straight. The war is over, the human said, not because you defeated us, but because you cannot. No one argued. New laws were announced. No empire could attack a weaker species. No genocide would be ignored. No cries for help would be left unanswered. Humanity would enforce this order. Some rulers feared this new age. Others felt relief. For the first time in galactic history, power came with rules. On old human worlds, cities were rebuilt. Children played under open skies again. The scars of war remained, but they no longer defined the future. Humanity remembered everything. That was its greatest strength. Across the galaxy, stories spread. Parents warned their children with them. Do not wake the humans, they said. They offered peace once. Human ships became symbols, not just of fear, but of stability. Pirates vanished. Slavers were hunted. Wars ended before they began. The galaxy was quieter now, not because everyone was happy, but because everyone understood the cost of cruelty. Humanity did not rule as gods. It ruled as survivors. And the galaxy learned a lesson written in fire and restraint. Peace ignored creates monsters, but peace protected creates order. Thus began a new era, the age of humanity.